Welcome to the center of the soccer universe. ESPN is here today, and so are the winners of the 2014 Kevin Gray Awards. Who loves soccer? Who's happy to be here on a beautiful Kansas City day in July? Now, the best possible way to get our party started is to welcome the head of Team Gray. Katie Gray is here with us this afternoon. Hello, Katie. The
Hi,
crowd
Dave.
goes crazy when I said your name.
Oh, yes. That's right.
We're on some kind of a delay, just in case. Kevin Gray, your husband, loves soccer. He didn't love talking about himself, but what would it have meant for him to know that kids playing soccer today are recognized in this way?
The awards were truly the brainchild of Hugh Williams with GSI Sports, and my husband Kevin. They talked a lot about having soccer-specific awards. We have them for football, we have them for basketball, and soccer is such an up-and-coming sport, and it's just, in Kansas City, we're in such a hotbed for soccer. So when Kevin passed, Hugh Williams went to Sporting, and they got together and felt it was appropriate to name the awards after my husband because he was a huge advocate for both youth and professional sports. In 1994, I had to ask my brother what year it was. I remember it. He was trying to bring World Cup game to Kansas City. He really felt Kansas City could have had a World Cup game and use Arrowhead Stadium. So Kevin would be very proud and honored, as we all are part of the Kevin Gray family. We're all honored, and it's just something that was long overdue.
Now I see Team Gray over there, Peepers, Gigi, Lindsay. Daughter number 2 is missing. She won the first Youth Female Award, and Caroline is where today?
Caroline's at Nebraska. She has been there all summer. She is currently just getting ready for a season. She's going to be a senior already, which is amazing to me. So she she's working out with the freshmen.
Most likely going to be a captain, a 3-year starter at Nebraska. She has done big, big things. We're very proud of her.
Thank you. She's had a wonderful college career at Nebraska. She has loved every minute of it. She loved the school, and she just loves the sport of soccer.
Katie Gray, how about a nice hand for the head of Team Gray to get us started here with the 2014 4th Annual Kevin Gray Awards. These really are the golden years of Kansas City soccer, with much, much more to come. Just think about the things that have happened in recent years. 2011, Sporting Park opened. Last year, this stadium hosted the All-Star Game. The men's national team played here, and the MLS Cup Finals were here, won by anybody? Anybody? Yeah, and Seth knows it was 50 below. Roughly 50 below that day. 2 sporting starters were developed here in town. Matt Beasler at Blue Valley West, Seth Sinovic from Rockhurst. 2 starters had a major role in the FIFA World Cup. How many people were praying that Matt Beasler's hamstring would be okay? I think we all did. Even if you don't have a lot of faith, we all prayed that he was going to be able to come back and have a role. He started all 4 games. Graham Zusi started 3 and assisted on 2 goals. 3 homegrown players recently signing the latest wave of local talent: John Kempen, Kevin Ellis, and Eric Palmer-Brown. Morgan Marlborough, Mandy Laddish, Fran Silva, and Missy Giha all playing professionally for our women's team in town, FC Kansas City, all from the Kansas City area. Local universities like Rockhurst, Baker, UCM, and William Jewell reached the Final 4 of their national championships in our recent past. Of course, here in the Metro, we've seen the birth of a state-of-the-art soccer complex at 135th and Schweitzer in Overland Park, hosting the 2010 U.S. Youth National Championships. Who's been to the complex so far? Played on it? Watched the game there? I live like a half-mile away. We can hear the cheering at night. If there's not snow on the ground, there's a pretty good chance that there will be some soccer action there. And the Swope Soccer Village keeps growing, adding 5 additional synthetic fields as well as a grass championship field that hosted the 2013 Big 12 Soccer Championships. It'll be back here again in 2014, a beautiful stadium that seats about 1,500. Now the really good stuff. The 5 award winners we're here to honor today. Adult Player of the Year 2013, Matt Beasler was the winner. The Male Youth Player of the Year a year ago, Paul Dean at Rutgers University as a freshman. He started 11 games as that team went to the national semifinals. The Female Youth Player of the Year was J.C. Johnson, who led Nebraska in scoring as a freshman with 17 goals. Coach of the Year on our agenda today. And coming up as well, the Ambassador of the Year. We will hear from him as well. We start with the Male Youth Player of the Year and the finalists. Matt Lewis, a freshman at Fordham University. Stephen Enna from Drake. And our winner is from Lee Summit and a star from Sporting's U18s, a midfielder who is off to West Virginia. Please welcome the 2014 Kevin Gray Male Youth Player of the Year, Joey Piacic. Congratulations. Nice going.
Thank you.
We had an announcement show about a month ago out here, and Mick Schaefer asked Joey how I did on his name pronunciation, and Joey gave me a C+. Did I do any better this time?
No.
Not that much better? Okay, tell me what I'm getting wrong.
No, you got it. It's a lot better than most people, so I'll take it. I'll take it.
All right, very good. When you picked West Virginia, you said it felt like home. Why'd you say that? Why'd you feel that?
I visited, UMKC, Fordham, and a lot of other places, and it's colleges that I felt like I could fit into and places I could go. But when I went to West Virginia, I don't know, there's kind of a sense of warmth and welcoming just the day I got there. And I loved the campus, loved the facilities, loved everything about it, so it was there for me.
You also said that you were attracted to the competitive soccer. When you watch them play and train, these guys really get after it?
Yeah, it's no joke. Everybody wants to be out there on the field. You're fighting for scholarships. You're fighting for your time out there. And a lot of the players were trying to be professional athletes, so you want to show out and do what you can.
Now, you've got a coach that's been there for a while in his 9th year, 4 trips to the NCAA tournament. They've never gone to the tournament and not won a game. This year they had a young team. How do you see the transition for you next year?
I see us doing really well. Our goals are obviously to get into the tournament and go far. We had a really young team last year, and so hopefully us 8 freshmen coming in, we can make a big contribution and do what we can.
So what's it mean to be the Kevin Gray Youth Male winner? I mean, your name's going to be on a trophy that is here forever.
It's a huge honor. Just being here is a huge honor, even being nominated. All my coaches, Sporting KC a lot, helping me get here, and it's just a big honor to be here.
I'm going to work on your name. Okay, so when you're the Adult Player of the Year and come back, I'll get it right. How about if I just say Joey P?
We can go with it. We can do that.
JoJo.
Right.
Hey, congratulations.
Thank you.
Good to see you again. Good luck in college.
Thanks.
Joey Piacic, our Youth Male Kevin Gray winner for 2014. Coming up next on the Kevin Gray Player of the Year ceremony presented by Pepsi, you'll meet Joey's female counterpart as we continue on Time Warner Cable Sports Channel. And welcome back to the 2014 Kevin Gray Player of the Year ceremony presented by Pepsi, where it's ladies' second. The Female Youth Player of the Year finalists include Haley Hansen, off to the University of Nebraska, and Savannah Trujillo, who was a Missouri Tiger. Our winner has already left for college, but was happy to be able to come back after a couple of weeks. She was on that St. Teresa's team that was undefeated until the state championship game. Please welcome the 2014 Kevin Gray Female Youth Player of the Year, Christina DeZayo. Now, just to get it out there, I've known her since she was a baby. My son and her brother played club together, and of course we carpooled because there was no good places to train for the kids all those years ago. And now you're all grown up. You're Tina. What happened to Christina?
Tina's just easier, shorter.
Okay, you've been at college for a couple of weeks. What was your first taste like?
I love it. I was actually kind of sad to come home. It's a great time. Lots of training, lots of school, but I love it.
Now, your mom says you brought this great stability to the home, and there's this void with you gone. Who's going to tell Bella right from wrong?
I don't know. She's missed me.
Yeah, no question about it. I was at training for FC Kansas City a couple of weeks ago, and all the defenders were down at one end. And I saw this girl, and I'm like, that looks like Christina DeZeo down there. Talked to Becky Sauerbrunn after, captain of the team who plays for the national team as well, and she says, Tina's good. She can really play. Where are you confidence-wise in soccer with this game?
I don't know. I'm feeling pretty confident. Playing with those girls, I've trained with FCKC for a couple weeks, and they're really welcoming, and they made me feel like I was part of the team, and so I just felt like I was one of them.
Now, your brother, Alex, was Big Cheese. Are you Little Cheese? Do you have any kind of a nickname that goes to the family?
No, he's got all those.
Got all that by yourself?
Yep.
All right. Vanderbilt is a school it's about an 8-hour drive away. It's about 6.5 the way your dad drives, roughly. Steve's a fast driver. Nobody argues with that. Why was Vanderbilt a good fit for you?
It really just met all the things I was looking for in a school. It has a great location, great program. It's a great school, obviously. The coaches, they really wanted me to go there, and that's just a good feeling to have people want you to be a part of their program so badly. So it was just a perfect fit for me.
Okay, but it's student athlete. What are you going to study? Have any idea?
I'm thinking some type of engineering right now. We'll see how that goes, but it's what I think I want to do.
St. Teresa's great soccer tradition. The first winner of the Kevin Gray Awards was Caroline Gray, and you're the latest winner. What's it mean to be able to carry that torch for the school and kind of keep Kevin's name closely associated with soccer and the youth game in our town?
It's a great honor having played with the Grays for all these years and getting to know them. I couldn't be any more honored to win the award in their dad's name.
All right. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Good luck at Vanderbilt.
Thanks.
Tell your dad to drive the speed limit on that trip home. Thank you, Tina. Appreciate it. Now the Adult Player of the Year finalist. Fran Silva, who played at Blue Valley North, won a state championship, was the Offensive Player of the Year in the Big 12 last year at West Virginia, currently playing for FC Kansas City. And Matt Beasler from Blue Valley West, Notre Dame Sporting, last year's winner in this category. Our winner for 2014, another local from Rockhurst High School. He started 79 of the past 80 matches for Sporting, all 5 of the MLS playoff games last year. 100 games with Sporting, and he started 99 of them. He's been a model of consistency and reliability. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2014 Kevin Gray Adult Player of the Year, Sesanovic. All right, this is game day. You're 3 hours away in case you weren't checking your watch. What would you normally be doing 3 hours before you played?
Probably just sitting on my couch, watching TV and relaxing, but I like to arrive early to the stadium anyways, so.
So this is kind of a good diversion?
Yeah,
give you
absolutely.
Something to think about?
Yeah.
All right, your soccer success is really an interesting path. You go to Creighton as a walk-on, end up a 2-time team captain. The Revolution draft you. You play a lot your first year, and Sporting makes a deal to get you here, and you've just been this Mr. Dependable in the back line. How do you explain the way your career has really blossomed?
As cliche as it might sound, I think I attribute it to my work ethic. I've never thought of myself as like an incredible athlete or incredibly skilled player or anything like that. I think I'm driven by my work ethic, and it's obviously taken me a long way, and hopefully continue to grow from there.
Is it crazy when you look at the back line and the goalkeeper and you're like, okay, Blue Valley North, Blue Valley West, Rockhurst, Northtown, that this homegrown local talent could perform at this level?
It's incredible. Growing up in Kansas City, I've obviously familiar with the talent that's around here. Obviously, a lot of talented younger kids growing up as well, and to see it produced on a professional level is unbelievable. And hopefully, there will be more homegrown players to come.
Now you're a young guy. You're 27, right?
That's
young.
actually kind of old on this team right now, to be honest.
Yeah, on this team maybe. But you spent about 3 weeks with the national team back in January training. to be able to get that taste, what did it mean to you to want a bigger piece of that?
It's incredible. It's a huge honor. You know, you look at guys like Graham Zusi and Matt Beasler who, you know, play on the same team. You see them every day, and you kind of strive to be like guys like that who get their chance, and they've taken their chance, and hopefully I can be that guy in the future.
I watched the FIFA World Cup matches at work most of the time, so I'm yelling in an office with 10 other people. We're all yelling together. Where were you yelling as you watched those games?
I was at a few different spots. I watched the first game at the Brooksider. I watched second game at my house, and the third game, I can't remember where I watched that one. But the last one I watched at Power and Light, which was probably the most fun one I had because it's an unbelievable event they put on there. Huge crowds, people were into it. It's awesome to see how much this country's grown soccer-wise.
Now, Sporting has been so good on the road, 4 straight wins now after you win midweek. After the game-winning goal with Benny, you guys all did a little rock the baby thing. What is that exactly? Yeah.
Benny just had a child, Sophia, I believe, and kind of honoring her, and obviously it was a great moment.
Well, you did well. Good dancing, by the way.
I just try to not make a fool of myself because I'm not much of a dancer.
So Beasler last year, you win this award. What's it mean to have your name for the rest of time in the Kevin Gray history of the adult category? Your name will be there.
It's a huge honor. You know, obviously Kevin Gray was a huge influence on Sporting and lots of sports around the area, and it's great. It's an honor, and hopefully I can have the same success as Matt going forward as the previous winner.
Good luck against the Galaxy, and if Landon Donovan were to go down today, nobody in this room would be sad. Just saying.
Whatever it takes, right?
Whatever it takes. Seth Sinovic, our Adult Player of the Year for 2014, the Kevin Gray Awards. Nice going.
Thank you.
Good seeing you. Good stuff. Still to come, Coach of the Year at the Kevin Gray ceremony presented by Pepsi as we continue on Time Warner Cable Sports Channel. And we are back inside of the Boulevard Members Club as we introduce 5 winners at the Kevin Gray Player of the Year Award ceremony presented by Pepsi. It's a great final list for the Coaches Award. All 3 would be deserving. The other finalists, Vlatko Andonovski from the Missouri Comets, winning an indoor championship last year. He also coaches the women with FC Kansas City. And Tony Toko, the coaching legend from Rockhurst University. Our winner this year won an MLS Cup as a player and a coach, and he did it with the same franchise here in Kansas City. He also won the Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup, a national team star, and in Major League Soccer. 2000, he was the Defender of the Year in Major League Soccer. He can still handle himself with the ball at his feet, and he thinks he can still play with people half his age. True or false, Seth Sinovic? Absolutely. I saw him playing in a futsal game about 10 years ago, this angry guy in the corner knocking people down. I'm like, whoa. I didn't have a cell phone that could take video at the time, but he was absolutely wound up tight. It has to be Peter Vermes, our Coach of the Year, who was here in spirit. Here's his acceptance.
The first thing I'd like to say is obviously I'm very honored to accept this award. I'm not one to be huge on individual accolades, but what I would say is that because I had the pleasure of knowing Kevin pretty well and actually saying he's a good friend of mine and somebody I had a chance to spend a lot of time with talking about soccer and the vision of soccer, not only globally, but more importantly in Kansas City. It means a tremendous amount to me to be associated to him with this award and the fact that his name is on it. So I appreciate it very much for everybody that voted for me, but more importantly, I just am very proud and honored to be a part of an award that has Kevin's name on it, so thank you.
And finally, our newest award in its second year, Ambassador of the Year, and the criteria is pretty simple. Find somebody who's dedicated their life to making soccer grow in our town. Somebody who's worked tirelessly to support the game, and the choice was easy. The CEO of the Sporting Club, please welcome Rob Heineman, our Ambassador of the Year. Thanks for dressing up.
I'm wearing my sporting gray T-shirt today.
You're the best. I just want to be Rob Heineman for a day. Just one
Yeah,
day.
it's fun. It's fun. I like it. It's a great time to be involved in soccer in Kansas City. So it's fun to be me sometimes.
There's been so many things over the last 8 years, since 2006 when On Goal bought the team,
Yep.
where it's like, these guys have no idea what they're doing. And then as time would prove, you knew exactly what you were doing, but you were outside the box thinkers doing things that nobody thought possible. Have you always been like that?
Well, I mean, we've always just taken the approach that we tried to think like a fan first, and what does a fan want? And, you know, what fans want is access to everything. They want to know what's going on. They want to be behind the scenes. And so that's the approach that we've always taken, is just, if you were a fan, what would you want to do? And we try to do that.
The owners came up with a plan, backed it up with money, hundreds of millions of dollars, to build, for one thing, a place like this. Lamar Hunt always talked about, if you have a soccer-specific stadium, trust me, people would come. People have come. Did you think the growth would be this rapid, though? I mean, this town, this area, this region has really put its arms around this franchise.
Well, I mean, obviously the stadium gets a ton of credit, and I think the most beautiful thing about the stadium are the people that fill it. I mean, that's the thing that's so special about this place is, you know, we had lots of people that I think gave us a chance, and now they've turned into huge fans. So, you know, it's all worked really, really well. But, I mean, this award's a great award because, honestly, the reason that Sporting is where it is because of Kevin. I mean, Kevin and I had a conversation in February of 2004 at the Cigar Box, and he said, "What do you think about Major League Soccer?" And I said, I don't think about it. I know nothing about it. I've never been to a game. And, you know, he said, "You really should try to get involved in it. It's got a lot of potential. Lamar has a huge vision for where it could go, and I think you should work on it a bit." And that was really how we got into it. So, I mean, he was the guy that pushed soccer. If it weren't for him, I mean, this team would be in Philadelphia or somewhere else. It wouldn't be here today. And so, I mean, he really is why Sporting Kansas City is Sporting Kansas City. So such a tremendous friend to me, huge, you know, kind of benefit to our organization, a guy that, you know, I had countless conversations with, I loved to death, was one of the greatest guys ever. But really the reason that soccer is here in Kansas City.
How cool is that on game day to see the colors flying on T-shirts and feel the buzz?
It's great. I mean, the hilarious thing is, you know, when we bought the team, it's funny, there were, I think there were 14 teams in the league, and we were 17th in merchandise sales, meaning there were 2 expansion teams that were selling more than we were, and the league logo sold more than we did. And we literally now today, in today's game and any game, we sell more in a single game than we sold in the entire years of like 05, 06, 07, 08. So it's nuts. And I mean, you just look out and look at this room. I mean, what, 75% of the people have shirts on, and those that don't need to walk over here and buy one after this.
They are available. Hey, congratulations.
Hey, thanks a lot. I appreciate
Ambassador of the Year, Rob Heineman.
Thank you very much.
Sesanovic, Tina DeZeo, and Joey Piacic. And Peter Vermes joined us by videotape as Sporting gets ready to play the LA Galaxy. Thanks for coming out here and helping us celebrate soccer. The 4th annual Kevin Gray Player of the Year Award ceremony presented by Pepsi Cola. I'm Dave Stewart. We'll see you next time right here on Time Warner Cable Sports Channel.